We all love Friday. Don't we love Friday? I love Friday, especially in the summer when it's Minnesota. That means that on the weekends we get to like maybe go on the lake or something. So, and we're going to get to do that this weekend. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Kirsten Liebelt, and I talk about insulin resistance all the freaking time. I was raised by a type 2 insulin dependent dad who died of type 2 diabetes when he was 63. So this has been my journey. But you guys, I've been able to completely reverse my insulin resistance and lose 3 sizes and be the only person in my family to have avoided type 2 diabetes. So that's why we talk about what we talk about, because it's very annoying that the powers that be do not give us the proper information. So today, what I want to talk to you guys about specifically is your diet is perfect. You think your diet is like perfect. You are eating clean. You are eating healthy. What the heck is going on? And I want to talk to you about what nobody else is talking to you about. Okay, so come on in, join. Tell me if you're on the replay where you're coming in from. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. And we do this every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, housekeeping for you guys would be, I have only 2 left of the glucose products on my inventory shelf. So if you need them, you have to DM me. Number 2, the end of the month is coming up. And so all of you guys who are in the running for the customer campaign to get $75 off, you know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. Don't forget, like, don't miss your window, because I don't want you to miss out on your $75. Okay. So don't do that. And that is like, you're getting paid to get healthy. You're finally getting rewarded for making good decisions. And that is 3 months in a row of 150 or more. On that 3rd month, $75 gone, Feeny. Ruth, Minnesota. Yeah, in the house. Good morning, Patty, you sweet lady. Right back at you. Happy Friday. I know I love a good Friday. Okay, so today, this is what I want to do. I just want to dive in just a teeny tiny bit. I feel like we are so used to putting Band-Aids on everything that we do that we just never ever pause long enough to get to the core issue of something so we can actually fix it for real. I mean, it's like putting on a bad, paint onto your vehicle when it's the engine that's got the issue. Like, why are you even painting the car? Who cares? Like, it didn't matter. Oh, yay, Cindy. Cindy is in here from Florida. She was texting me earlier this morning, like, how come you're not on live? Am I missing you? Do I have the wrong time? So you guys, I love it. I love it that you guys are paying attention, because you know what? It tells me more about you than anything. It tells me that you're actually wanting to move forward. There are some days I know that you don't feel that way. And there are some days that I know you're mean to yourself. I'm not confused. I know that this is what's happening. But the truth is that if you keep on going, what you focus on expands. Okay. So whatever you choose, thank you for the hearts, Ruth. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you. You have no idea. Thank you. Thank you. What you focus on expands. And if you actually make this intention inside of yourself that you're going to prioritize your health, then you will all of a sudden find the time to jump on a live. You will find the resources to invest into your health. You will find the brain space to be able to, make different decisions, and then you will work on not being so mean to yourself, etc. And I just want to help you do that. So it's what I know how to do, because I had to do it for myself. So let's jump in. Maureen, good morning. Good to see you, Maureen. Very, very good. Okay, so let's just jump right in, you guys. I talk about the liver and the gut all the time. And some of you are already using the total gut reset or the total body reset. And you can even, like, for somebody who wants to start on a different level, you can do what I call like the reset stack. And that's where we're really focusing in on the liver and the gut specifically. We are not adding in yet for metabolism and sugars and insulin. So I'm just telling you, like, there are a couple of ways that people can start to really get their health under their feet. This is an excellent entry point. Excellent entry point. Let me explain. So maybe you feel like you're doing everything right. You're cutting sugar, you're watching your carbs, you're even trying to supplement. So many of you tell me that you're working on supplementation, but it's not targeted enough. It's not like you're pulling back that arrow quite enough, right? But you still feel inflamed, bloated, stuck, exhausted. Is this you? I'd love to know if this is you, any of those. This might be the piece that no one has told you about. It's not your fault. And I am a person of high responsibility. Like personal responsibility is super important, right? But what if it's not your fault? What if it's your liver and your gut? And if your liver is tired and toxic, you're not going to burn a pound. I'm just telling you. And if your gut is inflamed and you have a leaky gut, you are leaking out the opportunity to actually get on top of any of this. You're literally just leaking it out. Okay? So here we go. So so if you've ever felt like your body is working against you, you're bloated before noon, like by Friday, today's Friday, your jeans don't fit anymore. Maybe you have like real brain fog, like at 2 p.m. every single day. But no matter what you eat, you're just like puffy and tired. Just puffy and tired. Here's what's really happening. Your gut and your liver are like gatekeepers to your metabolism. So like the gate is not going to swing wide open if your liver and your gut is all messed up. Okay. So if they are inflamed and sluggish and overloaded, you cannot process food properly. Number one. Number two, your insulin will stay high. And if you have high insulin, you can't burn fat. And your fat just won't budge. It's not going to move if you've got these things going. And sometimes I know I sound like a freaking broken record, but it's true. And if nobody tells you this, like you will always, in my opinion, you will always struggle. You will always be on the struggle bus. If you do not go inside of your engine, fix a few things, tweak a few things so that you can move forward. This will literally help you. What I teach you will literally help you to have enough brain space, clear enough brain fog that you actually can decide on trying out a new recipe, that you actually can decide on a different grocery list, that you can actually think straight enough to be able to make a better decision, feel good enough to go on a walk. Like you'll actually sleep. And then you'll be like, oh, that's what that feels like to sleep so that you can move forward. Okay. So some of you, here's a scenario for you. Tell me if you fit inside of this scenario. I would love to know. Your doctor tells you that your A1C is good to go. Maybe even your glucose looks fine, but you are exhausted after meals. You're bloated constantly. And your cravings feel literally uncontrollable. I know exactly what that feels like to have those cravings out of whack. That is a gut and a liver signal. Okay. How about this one? Maybe this is you. Just let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. I would love to know. You push hard Monday to Thursday. Like you're just like, go, go, go. You're watching every bite, you're paying attention, you're like mindful, you're eating mindfully, etc. But by Friday night, you are literally raiding your pantry. Come on, let me know if it's you. But it's not about your willpower. It's not about your willpower. It is your gut bacteria driving your cravings because they are so out of balance. Did you know that your gut bacteria can get so out of balance? That's why when I do talk to you guys about the gut reset protocol, I talk to you about not just the gut primer, but also the probiotic. That's another conversation. How about this one? You didn't even eat anything weird the night before. So last night, you didn't eat anything weird. Okay. You're like, you're eating clean. You're eating healthy. You're doing the things. But your rings are tight. Your face is puffy. And your belly feels inflamed. Right here. Okay. That is your liver saying, I am overloaded and we need to fix this. Okay. So we're going to make this super, super easy for you guys. So me. Anyway, the gut connection, 95% of your serotonin is made in your gut. And when it's off, what happens is your mood gets off, your motivation gets off, and your sleep gets off. And so fixing your gut is so incredibly imperative. Now, when it comes to like a leaky gut, that's bad bacteria is keeping your blood sugar unstable. And so what people aren't understanding is that it's not just about you having a tummy that's rumbling or feeling weird, or you eat something and you're bloated and you don't feel good. It's literally affecting your blood sugar levels. So I want you to actually process that in your head, because then you can begin to make decisions based on how you can better your gut, better your liver function, etc. Now the liver stores and releases sugar into your bloodstream. All right. This is why there's that direct correlation between insulin resistance and fatty liver. It's a really big deal. Okay. If it's fatty or it's sluggish, and remember now, let's go back to the stats. 60 years ago, you were an alcoholic if you had fatty liver. And alcohol has what in it? Say it with me. Sugar. A lot of sugar. So alcohol, not only is it very poisonous, etc., but when you're drinking a lot of sugar alcohol and it's causing fatty liver, this should not then be confusing for us as to why we have this high refined carbohydrate, high sugar diet. I mean, come on, matcha teas and boba teas and frappuccinos. I mean, just come on. We could just fill in the blank. We're constantly doing something that's filled with sugar, right? It's not just Coca-Cola anymore. We've really gone like nuclear on our sugar drinks, but that creates a fatty liver. And so if your liver is fatty or sluggish, and your insulin will stay high, because your liver governs your insulin. It governs your hormones. You want to know. You're like, why are my hormones so crazy? Why is my menopause so hard? Why is my perimenopause like freaking me out? Your gut and your liver are not functioning properly enough to be able to regulate your hormones and be able to regulate your insulin, which is a hormone, and to be able to regulate your blood sugar. So if you're having hot flashes right now, and you are constantly spiking your sugars, and you go, wow, interesting. When I eat something sweet or with sugar, my hot flash comes on really fast. Yes. That is what happens. That's that connection. So when you fix your gut and you support your liver, your body can actually hear your insulin again. Because remember what happens when you're insulin resistant and your cell, it's locked the door. It's closed the door to insulin and sugar for energy, and it's changed the lock. So insulin, the key, comes along and it's like, it won't work. Yep. And now it's going to get stored as fat inside of your liver and around your organs, etc. That's why we have to now go back and turn it back around. Go in and turn it back around. You have to go into your engine, and you have to begin to work on those systems that will get you the results you're freaking finally looking for. You're looking and you're looking and you're looking and you're looking, and you hear about all these Band-Aids and how you should just get this app and you should count these points, and you should not eat until, only one meal a day. And I'm not even saying that that's bad. I don't do that, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but we're trying to get all these quick fixes and these quick Band-Aids, and we're just putting Band-Aids all over our body, and we're ignoring the actual internal system that would change the output. Change the inside so that you can change the output. Capiche? Okay. So you do not need to overhaul your entire life. Don't you just want somebody to tell you that? This doesn't have to be the most overwhelming thing that you have ever done, but you do need to clear the roadblocks. You do have to clear the roadblocks. You have to, otherwise you're just going to be swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming. Pretty soon you're like, oh my gosh, it's more upstream. It's more upstream. It's more upstream. Oh my gosh. And you're going to feel like you are so defeated, and you will feel like there's no place to go, and nobody has any answers. Nobody has any clarity for you. Everything is noise. Everything is hard inside of your ear. And so therefore, a confused mind does what? Fill in the blank. A confused mind does nothing. And that might be exactly where you are, like right now today, where you're like, just never mind, just throw it all to the wind. Who cares? Too much information, not enough clarity, forget it. I'm not going to do anything. And that is the worst place to be, because now you don't have hope. Okay. And remember, Number one, this is not a terminal diagnosis. This is turnaroundable. In my opinion, I'm not a doctor, but you can turn this around. This does not take a team of docs for you to figure this out. Okay? That's a really important thing for you to know and to understand and to be excited about. Like, this should fire you up that you actually have control. This should fire you up that you could actually be in a completely different place in 90 days, right as you enter Christmas season. And you're like, I've got so much like in my win column. My cravings are more under control. My appetite is more under control. I actually have dealt with my insulin resistance better. My hormones are feeling better. My body doesn't feel so sluggish. I'm not so freaking exhausted. I can't see straight. And the pièce de résistance is that I'm sleeping at night. Like, you can have that universe showing up on your doorstep, but you have to get inside. You have to change the inside to change the output. Okay. So you don't have to overhaul your life, but you do have to clear some of your roadblocks. But that's why I teach women to reset their gut, love their liver. Remember, I even had a t-shirt that says, love your liver. My girlfriend made it for me. And lower your insulin in that order. You have to do it. You have to consider the process and flow. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to see who is talking to me. Maureen says, oh, you're always starving at night. I know, Maureen, right? Oh, Diana, that's you. Yep. Joy, good to see you. Maureen says she feels like I live with her. Cindy, you wake up exhausted. Yep. Hold on. I know I'm missing some comments. Yep. It wakes you up every night. Being hungry wakes you up every night. Maureen, focus on protein. Lots of good protein. You felt so much better when you went low carb and cut out sugar. There you go. You're already doing it. Tamiko, this is me, she says. Patty, your cravings are gone. Patty, I'm putting that up on the screen. Patty says that her sugar cravings are gone. Do you want to know what Patty's doing? Does anybody want to know? Anybody? I'm going to tell you what Patty's doing. So the first thing is that, I do talk a lot about how I took some time and I sat down and I thought, what would help you the most when it comes to food? Because I teach it in my group, Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women. And we do a 5-day challenge every month and we do a recipe and we do all the things. Okay. And we've been doing that for over 2 years. It's amazing. You can jump in there. When it comes to food, I feel like that's where there's a lot of confusion because of online, because of reels, because of, we have so much coming at us and we don't know how to decipher it properly and to quiet the noise and to have one thought, one stream of thought. And when it comes to insulin resistance, your world is different when you are insulin resistant. And so being able to really focus on protein, et cetera. So there's the protein rule that I have in my free blueprint it's on my website. I'll pull it up for you and show you my face. It's my first last name.com, but there's a free blueprint and it will teach you the protein rule that will help you to get enough protein during the day. And it's also going to give you the exact types of protein to be eating that don't spike your sugars. Because just eating any protein and thinking that everything is about balance when you are insulin resistant it's sabotaging you. It's making your life really hard. Don't get me wrong. I understand there are a lot of good programs or diets out there that they do sound healthy and whatever. It's just that you're insulin resistant. God didn't make bad food. However, we do have to turn back what's going on in our bodies. You can become more metabolically flexible, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in 2 weeks. I have people that this will be their 15th challenge in a row. They've chosen consistency. They've chosen themselves. Okay. Because remember, I never know how big your ship is that you're turning around. So when you look at my website, which is my first last name.com, you'll see my face. There's a free blueprint, etc. But then you will see the supplementation that I'm talking about. Okay. And I'm going to make this really clear for you right now so that it's easy. There's even a little section there for sleep, what I take for sleep. And those are my before and afters. But down here, you can see where you can get, Facebook and Instagram, you can message me, etc. At the very, very bottom, there's even a phone number. You can text me help. Okay. So don't ever feel like you don't have somebody that can help you with this process. All right. So food is number one, and that protein blueprint is very beneficial so that you can know exactly how to navigate your own insulin resistance when it comes to focusing on protein, using the protein rule. Like it's a protein formula, really nice, really easy. The second thing is the targeted supplementation. So Patty says that her sugar cravings are gone. Well, why is that true? Well, I'm going to tell you why that's true. Now, she's actually doing the total body reset. And so that happens to be the trio of supplements that help with insulin sensitivity. She's doing the gut primer with the probiotic and the fat burner. So she's doing all of it. Okay. Now, this is amazing. And I'm telling you, if you're wanting results, if you're wanting to be like my customer who was 75 years old and she lost 45 pounds in 5 months. I mean, who thought that you could lose that good weight in 5 months? Or you want to have inches gone. I mean, this is a really, really great way to do that. If you're looking just to do like a little gut liver reset, I do have a reset stack that's 3 products instead of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a stack that's 3. Okay. And that might make better sense for you if you're just trying to get your liver and your gut reset. And that's the topic of today. So that's why I'm bringing that up. So when you are on my site, my first last name, right here, there's a reset stack right there under, it says in the spotlight right there. Okay. So you'll see where that is. And I'm telling you what, if you will get started working on your liver and your gut and really focusing in, you can, like Patty said, she doesn't crave sugar anymore. What kind of relief does that give us? Because I feel like those cravings make us anxious. Do you feel anxious when you're like, you feel agitated because you're in that cycle? Well, I'm here to tell you that if you will give your body the raw materials that it needs, if you will give it the raw ingredients that it needs so that it can function, it changes everything. And then if you do want to throw in a probiotic, let me know, because you do want to actually recalibrate your microbiome, and you want a good one. You want a good probiotic. You want one that's actually going to give you the good bacteria back into your gut. That's the Balance one that I take every day. It's a powder, super convenient. You can look that up too. But always feel free to text me. Always feel free to reach out. Let me know that you're like, I'm considering that reset stack. I just have a question or two. Like, I just need to know, like, whatever. I have a question about the protein guide. I have a question about, like, how do I take that gut primer? What's the best way for me to take that? I'll give you tips. I'll give you tricks. Like I said at the very beginning of this, and I'll let you go with this. I had received a text from Cindy this morning, and she's like, "Where's your live? Where are you? Oh, I must have the time wrong," and whatever. And we figured out, yes, she did, because she's Eastern and I'm Central. But my point being, that's the access that you've been looking for. I'm just going to tell you, you've been wanting to not do this on your own any longer. You're tired. And you're like, you know what? If I could just have somebody help walk journey with me, that's what we're doing here. Okay. So I will see you Monday morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I really do hope you have the most amazing weekend. Just think about, like on Monday, I'm going to ask you, what did you do on the weekend? So I hope you can tell me something good, something fun. I'm going to go on a boat tomorrow on a lake here in the Twin Cities, because I'm in Minnesota. So I hope that you're going to do something fun for your summer, something fun for yourself. I'll have to tell you maybe in my stories, like what kind of foods I went and bought and put in my cooler for my little boat ride that we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to do lunch somewhere on an island. I don't know. And I'll show you what I buy and what I pack and everything like that. But do not be so hard on yourself that you can't like move forward. Don't sabotage yourself, because everything I'm telling you right now, this changes where you are in 90 days as we are heading into Christmas. Okay. So love yourself enough to give yourself permission for the journey. All right. Julie, she's going to be in Italy tomorrow. I'm so jelly. Oh, I love Italy so much. Have just an amazing time, Julie. Have such an amazing time. What a beautiful way to be able to travel the world, you guys. Isn't that wonderful? And that's always been a goal of mine. Sorry, loud. It's always been a goal of mine to feel good enough and to have a body that functions. Because remember, I was a 2X. Don't ever forget that. I was a 2X when I entered my 50s. I've lost 3 sizes in my 50s by focusing on the lens of insulin resistance. And the story isn't that I lost it, it's that I've kept it off. And every single person should ask the question, why? Why were you able to keep it off and other people can't? It's because of the mindset of how I address this. I address my internal engine every day. So yeah, you are going to have so much fun. You went to the doctor yesterday. He's super happy. I'm so glad. Julie. You guys, the testimonies are like freaking everywhere. All right. So I am here to help everybody else get a testimony. If you want testimony like Patty or Julie or whatever, like I want you to be my next testimony. Let's go. So, all right. Ask questions. Don't sabotage yourself and have a really good weekend. Love you guys so much. See you later.